All right. Hello. Is there anybody out there other than me? I have no voice. I have no viewers. But yeah. Hi, Ann. How are you doing? I apologize if nobody can hear me real great. I'll try to be loud. I just don't have a voice. I get that. I get that. I get that. There we go. Yeah. I told you I lost my voice. I always do it. I don't for no rhyme or reason. We had, well, you already know what's been going on here. I've been walking to bust ice in the ponds. That's cold. Usually by the time I get there, I'm freezing, but by the time I get back, I'm sweating. Good morning, Mary. How are you today? Probably frozen like the rest of us. I actually turned my furnace on, and I do not turn it on ever. So, all right. I got sick before I was having to do that. But the sweating is probably what made me sick. I take, I don't know, every hour or couple hours. Probably today it's going to be close to every hour. It's only 3 degrees. And I take I pour hot water out of my tap and I go give everybody a good warm drink. And then I go chop ice in the pond, and then I bust everything else as I go around. Hi, Bruce. You're not gonna laugh at my funny voice, are you? Ooh, I've been leaving my the only my kitchen sink is in the middle of the house. It's weird, but my bathroom, this bathroom here, the sinks are on the outside wall, so I usually leave the cold water just barely going and the hot water just barely going, and it helped a bunch. I haven't had anything frozen, but I also turned my furnace on, and I usually don't run my furnace. I usually just have. I am hot natured, so when my house is 60 degrees, I'm fine. Everybody else better bundle up. I'm just a weird person, I guess. But Matt freezes to death, so I have to turn heaters on. I have a space heater on in the bathroom, though, too. My little piggies are in there. They're getting big, and they're brats, so yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that's the only reason why I run that one is because it's on the outside wall. Wyatt's shower is on an outside wall, but I know where the piping is. It's on the inside. It should be okay, but I don't worry about his stuff. This bathroom right here is closer to the hot water heater, so we've been just using this one mostly. And water hose is froze to the faucet outside. I was going to bring it in and put it in the bathtub again, but I don't really need it right now. Oh, hiccups. But yeah. Bruce, how much snow do y'all have? I'll have to show y'all pictures. I took pictures outside today of some of the animals just to show. I'm going to put them on Facebook probably. I've seen a lot of people that have been posting stuff like, oh my gosh, how can you have cows and horses and not have a barn to put them in or not have this or that? Well, you know what? I'm not going to blanket 8 horses. They run in a pasture. They have plenty of windbreak. They're fine. But I took a picture of them because I wanted to show everybody. Now, this side over here is the north side. And that snow is sitting on their backs. It's not melting. Their body is so well insulated that it's kind of like the insulation on your roof. That's how you know you've got good insulation, is the snow doesn't melt on your roof. The heat isn't transferring through your roof. And I was like, these horses, the snow is just fluffy. It's not melted at all. I can just wipe it off. But I'm not going to go out there and mess with their hair, because if you flatten their hair out, they lose that insulation factor. 2 feet. I think we probably have like 6 or 8 inches right now. That's a lot for us. But when I lived in Colorado and there was 2 feet of snow, it was like walking through a bag of flour, because it just wafted up. I loved it. I miss Colorado. But we live in Oklahoma. We get ice first. Yeah. I'm the world's worst wife right now too. Well, not really, but I am a little bit. I broke the back glass out of Matt's 4-wheel drive Jimmy, and what he drives. So we had to jerry rig it. And here's that. This was Saturday. Yeah. He's currently got plywood. We had this huge water tank. We cut it around to use it as a house for the goats, trying to get it over there. And we was dragging it, and it caught something, flipped up and hit it smacked the back of that Jimmy. And I just died for a minute in the pasture. I had one whenever I used him every day. He had a blanket on. That was because I didn't have to worry about all the hair and stuff. It just flattened it out. His hair still grew. But he used to get rain rot real bad, which is where their skin never dries out and gets a fungal infection. And instead of having to sedate him and scrape his skin, I started blanketing him. It helped a bunch. Since he's been here, I've not had that issue. It might just be something that was in the barn over at my mom and dad's place. There's no telling. But he hasn't had rain rot since we've lived over here. He's been over here since 2016. So, I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. I also took a picture of, look at this goat. This is Pearl. This is the one I bought for Matt's niece to show. She has snow stuck to her head. And she does not care. Didn't bother her, not at all. They're so well insulated. Or like Lily, I have to put her on a chain whenever I go in the goat pen, because she just mauls me. She has snow sitting on her. She's totally fine. That dog there that orange thing behind her, yellow thing, that's a dog house. She don't get in it. She's never gotten in it. The goats get in it. I should have taken a picture of that thing. I didn't know. Oh. In case y'all were wondering how my geese are doing, they got to drink some hot water. and they're fine. They've actually got them a hole. See that hay bale? There's a hole in it. They crawl off in it. I mean, people think that those poor animals, well, they've been doing it a lot longer than we have. Who knows? I also had Friday. Yeah. People are used to, like, my dogs don't come in the house, okay? And that's poo-poo on me. A lot of people, I got cussed at over that not too long ago. And like they have a one of those water totes full of straw with a heat lamp in it. 4 dogs get in it. They're fine. They're more than fine. 2 of them have hair. The other 2 don't have as much hair, but they're fine. Sis, she wasn't cold shivering. She ran out across the pond on the ice while I was chopping ice on the edge of it. I think it's funny. But I guess stuff that I was going to talk about. Like, we are 2 weeks from having goats. And Friday, we got my oil changed and got groceries. And when I got back home, Wyatt's little goat, Chip, the little two-tone brown one, she had already had one, and it was dead. And the other one was stuck. And I had to pull it. She went ahead and aborted for no reason. She's healthy. There's nothing wrong with her. I guess, let's see, 10 days before that, they all got vaccinated. And so she should have been. I mean, if it would have been something that I did that day, it would have happened sooner, I would think. And that's what I've been told too. And I thought we had some retained placenta, but I think we're good on it now. I ended up getting her some stuff from the vet. None of the vets were open Saturday morning, and it was after closing whenever I got home, how it always happens. I had to go to my bathroom, and she was miserable because it was hot for her, and it was like 65 degrees. She was hot. When I got her back outside, she was so excited to go outside. But I told somebody once, and I was like, you know what, guys? If you want to bring these 25 chickens, I had about 25 hens at the time. I had 3 goats. We had more horses. I think we had 12 horses then. We don't bring all of them in your house. You have at it. I am not. They are well equipped for this. Like the people who bring the little 2-man tent, put their chickens in it. Gosh, that would stink. I don't even like having these 2 little baby pigs in my house. And I know they stink. They're right next to my bed. Hang on, let me get situated. There we go. But, yeah. I mean, it's okay with the goat. That was her first kids. So that was a little bit rough, but really, it's all right. She acts pretty good. There was somebody on Facebook I think it was Homesteading Women was the group, and she had chickens in her house in dog kennels for months at a time. And I was like, oh, lady, that stinks. That really stinks. I don't have birds in the house for more than like 4 weeks at most. That's kind of why we're building the rabbit barn and stuff. Because then I can brood everything out in there. Everything will be not in my house. I'll still probably hatch them in here, but I have an old dresser I found on the side of the road. Didn't have drawers in it. I'm going to turn that into a chicken brooder, and that'll all be out there. And I really wish we'd have had the tin up on the barn because I would have put all the goats in that. But the weather didn't ever let up. No live chickens in the house. No big chickens anyway. Chicks maybe, chicks for a few weeks. But no big chickens. I'm not a fan of big chickens in the house. And I've had some that were just pets too. I saw a post on Facebook the other day, and I saved it because I'm going to share it with these pictures. And it says, "Hey, you Northerners, your weather's drunk and in my yard. You should come get it." I told Bruce that in his life. His weather was drunk in my yard, and it won't go home. The only house chicken I'm going to have is one that fries in a pan. I need that on a shirt. Wouldn't that just piss somebody off? Side note, woo, Auntie Anne, she has been playing around and making us a cute logo. And sorry. At least I wasn't trying to say it. I just typed it out. Northerners don't understand. But you gotta think, like, I've been in North Dakota, I've been in Ohio, I've been in Colorado, all in the snow. South Dakota, I've seen all of it. And I mean, I'll pass on that snow. Matt used to work in North Dakota, and it would be like -20. It was so cold, the snow would freeze dry before it hit the ground. So there was no snow. The ground was freeze dried. I couldn't believe it. It was crazy. So crazy. But yeah, Auntie Anne has been working on, she worked on some examples, I guess. Trying to figure out. I want to change my logo. I don't mind my logo, but I want to have something that's printable, so it needs to be its minimal colors. And that one right there, everything I've uploaded it into, the company can't match the colors very well without children coming in the house. Well, happy Monday. It's better today than it was Friday, if that tells you anything. And it's 2 degrees. Quit making noises. That's weird. Yes, you are. I hear you smacking behind my ears. Wyatt.
I accidentally done it.
I don't like that sound. He swishes the spit in his mouth. It sounds disgusting. We'll see you, Mary. Where are you at now, Cassie? Oh, in Kansas. Okay, there we go. It's like I couldn't remember. I didn't know where you were at now for some reason. Our windshield was it's really cold. I'll look. But overnight, I know it was like -15 wind chill. I'd hate to see what it is up there. Goodness. It's -13 right now. I don't have to have any color. Just as plain color as possible. It's easier to print. I know that. It's easy, and then if I print it, it's easier for me to print. But I really like this one. Can't get it to focus. But yeah. Show you my dog. Here's Sis in the snow, running around like a crazy person. She doesn't care. The snow does not faze her.
Took a blank picture.
I know I did. I took it in my pocket, I guess.
Took a whole bunch.
It was a burst. But yeah. I just thought I'd show you guys. Here's one of them. Oh shoot, where did it go? This one. I got to playing on Canva. And I did this one. And that was before you started sending stuff. I like the simple stuff, the hand drawn. Quit! You're moving my chair, and I don't like it. Yes. Does anybody want some kids? I've been stuck in a house with them for like a week. It is cold out, Tony. What's the temperature there? We're doing a poll. I'm serious. I'm going to give these children away. Free labor. Free labor. They're not that free. He comes with dogs and horses. And the little one likes everything that runs, like tractors, lawnmowers, all that. They're not cheap. Quit pulling on my chair. Cabin blues. Pretty much. Yes, I make him go out with me to take care of animals every day, like off and on all day when we go. We go out. Today we're going to go out more because it's colder, but like Saturday, it wasn't too bad. We busted ice in the morning. The animals all kept it kind of good. And then Sunday, I went out and busted in the pond, and I made him go out and help me. You'll spoil them too, Anne. I know you will. These vast ranges in Oklahoma. It was 2 degrees at 7 a.m. when I will fly it up.
See what degrees it is right now.
I'm looking. It is 3 degrees. We have a whopping high of 8 and a low of -1. And it's going to be in the negatives overnight, I think. Possibility. It's just 7 a.m. tomorrow. It should be about 0 degrees. Yeah. And I can't tell if the sun came out or not. Move your hands. Aggravating. The snow is bright outside, but that's about it. I have the curtain open because I need some light. So what I was talking about is that cold. We're having to do a bunch of stuff. I busted the window out of Matt's Jimmy. He drives back and forth to work. And one of our goats aborted her babies. So just a rough few days. That's all it's going to be. But on a side note, and I don't have a voice, but on a side note, I like doing the Monday lives. I would have had a video out Saturday. I did film some, but I could literally get about 5 minutes of clips done. Like about 5 minutes, and my battery was done. And so videos have not been pleasant here lately to get filmed. Oh yeah, I put a new dent back there, but I did look. Safelite will replace it for like $200. So I was like, "Woo! Income taxes! I'll get you a new one." He needs a new windshield anyway. So you're gonna have fun trying to get them there. You can do it yourself right now. It's cold enough. Just kill them and hang them. That's what I was trying to talk Matt into doing. He didn't want to do it though. We've got the one thing, and Matt was like, "I can't stop yawning. When I get cold and then warm back up, I get tired." I covered my face, if that helps. That, and I had a big breakfast. Wyatt is stuck on French toast. So I had a bunch of French toast. Good morning, Shondell. It's all right. You've got a lot colder weather than we do. You have a house chicken, like a legit house chicken, too. I have not used Shondell's yarn yet either. I am almost afraid to mess with it too much because I don't want to make it come apart or fray or look goofy. I've been really practicing because I got a baby blanket I'm making out of some cotton blend yarn. And it's kind of exciting. I'm going to give it Matt's niece, Kaylee. I showed you guys last Sunday what it kind of looked like. And I'm almost done with it. I've just got a few more rows of gray to put in, and then I'll do the other side, the blue strip. Yeah. I feel like y'all's in here just going to laugh at my voice. I know Matt would be. He told me I'm squeaky. Hey, so I've got broccoli and cabbage going. If anybody wants some broccoli and cabbage. We got about 6 or 8 inches, I think. And I'm pretty pumped that it's just 6 or 8 inches. It's actually really soft. So, because I fell on it earlier, I walked through a hole. I didn't see it. And yeah, I got hat hair really bad too. I have bad hat hair right now, guys. And stuff stuck to my glasses. But yeah. I just don't think I could tackle a bigger blanket. I thought about making a twin blanket for Wyatt, but this one's taking me forever because I'll go a little bit and then I got to stop for a little bit and then I'll go some more and I got to stop for a little bit. Carolina Hill Country. Good morning. Welcome. I never have more than like 8 people, so we get to talk about whatever. I'm snowed in right now. I guess I'm not really snowed in. I can get out if I wanted to. And I've got horses, so that's like having 4-wheel drive, right? But I'm fine. We're fine at home. My husband gets out. He has to go to work. Yes. Wyatt was mad because he could not make snowballs. I was like, well, it's fluffy. And just so y'all know, because Carolina Hill Country, I go live Mondays at 10, unless I always have it scheduled ahead of time. So anytime y'all want to come in, or anytime, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So anytime anybody wants to come in, and I'm here. I'm usually here. I will schedule it beforehand. That way people can be prepared for it, because 10 a.m. is kind of a hard slot, but I picked it because I would be drinking more than coffee. Now I'm not drinking coffee. So yeah. We'll have some more snow tomorrow too. I could use a snowblower. Whenever we lived in Colorado, I left the water running 24/7, and because we lived in a camper, we worked on the road, so that was our home. It went with us everywhere. And our pipes only ever froze up once, and it wasn't even the pipes, like the water going in, it was the out pipes. And I even had RV antifreeze in it, and they're the only ones that froze. Okay, I guess I should have had heat tape around my dump pipe. Flurries are the fun ones, though, because then you're like, oh, look, it's snowing, and you don't have to deal with it. We haven't had a snow like this in a long time. I know we had one in, it was spring break, so it was in March of 2009. And the only reason why I can remember that is because I was helping my mom and dad put down a laminate floor in their house. And it snowed, like, it just all of a sudden, like the first day when we ripped all the carpet out, I was in a t-shirt. The next day I was in coveralls. It was cold. No real snow. I like the pretty snows that don't stick. I really would love to take my boys outside, take pictures of them in the snow, but it's... Hey, please don't be loud.
I ran over minutes.
But it is too cold currently for the little one. He loves the snow but hates the cold, so...
Macon loves me, Mom.
Would you go in there, please?
Thank
Thank you. But yeah. So, guys, what do we want to talk about? Let's talk about... I am excited for all this to thaw out, and I get to start building 2 more raised beds for sure, and finish the rabbit and chicken barn. I don't know if many of you guys, I know most of you, yeah, our snow is not pleasant sometimes. So I am really excited to get my barn done. I wish I'd had it done already because we could use it, but it's okay. It rained before that. Yes, I've actually got to wait until it thaws out because there's currently about 2 inches of ice stuck to the top of all the rafters, so I can't really put anything down. I was going to show you guys in case y'all haven't seen. This is kind of the idea I was going with for my layout. There is a 10 by 20 outdoor chicken run, and then 8 rabbit cages, my chicken house, the chicken coop part, and then I have a feed room, which is where I plan on brooding chickens. I have never tapped maples, but believe it or not, my mom has 3 silver maples in her yard. And when I was a kid, Dad drilled a hole in it, showed us the tap that, sap would come out and that it was sweet. They wouldn't let us eat it. But I would love to be in the north one winter. That's all I need. And then I'd have it out of my system because I would love to tap maples. And I would love to, you guys have such cool things going on up there. My aunt lives in Ohio, and she lives near Amish country, so I've got to see some stuff, some neat stuff, but I've never gotten to do a lot of it. It would be really cool. I haven't been up there since I was probably 10 years old. I don't even think we have a maple tree on our place. I've not seen one. And I may just not be looking, and that's probably what it is right there. But what part of, are you central? Bruce, are you central PA? Are you?
I'm doing my work.
Which side are you? Are you coast side? I don't even know. Look, here's Auntie Ann. This is what we're talking about. 2009. 14 inches. Yeah, I think we got 14 inches probably too. I don't remember exactly how much. I know it was sucked slogging to the barn. Right here. Famous last words. Southeast PA. Okay. Do you see Amish people there? I think they're on the other side of Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, my aunt lives within an hour of Amish country in Colorado, or Amish country in Ohio. I'm hung up on Colorado, guys. And I've seen them. I got to watch them make chocolate, work in fields, and all that neat stuff. And I would love to go back. Maybe I can talk Matt into going back. He worked on the pipeline in Ohio for a little while, and he wasn't fond of Ohio. but it's just neat things. Like you can go in. The Amish people will. Okay, I didn't know if you were close to them or not. We have a lot of Mennonites here, and they have a lot of dairies and things. I think it's really neat. There's payphones in front of some of them's houses. That's the best part. And the Mennonites, they'll drive tractors to town and stuff. And whereas I know the Amish don't do that. It's pretty cool. Just it feels like a simpler time. Like you can kind of halfway go back in time and see how people were when they sewed their own clothes, and they appreciated a good day's work. Thanks, Cassie. You have a good Monday too. The cold is different. In Michigan. That is pretty awesome. I like watching them. Like I watched them do cheese and chocolate that day, and it was amazing. They did it all by hand. You know, there's no machines to do it. Sorry. I apologize for yawning so much. Like the cold. Whenever I go outside and I'm cold and I get in the house and it's all of a sudden I'm warm again, it makes me tired. I don't know why. Probably because I'm getting old, I guess. Or wore out. Probably mostly wore out. Yeah, let's see. I am pining for a garden right now. I really would love to be outside in my garden. I am ready to get my building built and my rabbit cages and the chicken coop all finished in there so that I can have all of my stuff right there. Yeah. Oh, and a garden shed. I would love to have a garden shed built now too. That one's going to have to wait a little bit, but not too long, I guess. There's like little pockets of the Amish everywhere. It's just a little step back in time. I wonder if they, do they go to family reunions with, or go to other areas? I've never talked to any of them really, so I wouldn't know. But I know the Mennonites, a lot of them, with their own tractors and stuff, so they could get going somewhere if they wanted to. But I don't know about the Amish. They might not. They just might be just their little group. That's it. I guess it's not little group. A lot of them have a pretty good sized community. The funniest part was they had cows, and their steers look like the steer on the sirloin stockade building. I don't know if any of y'all knew what that was. And so he was all skin and bones, and then they got these sleek, pretty horses, you know. Matt's like, oh, we'll buy you a little garden shed, and you can use it for like chicken coop and a garden shed or something. I was like, we're gonna build one inside my garden so your crap don't go in it. It's the funniest thing though is we're building this barn, the little barn, before we get the big barn that we already have put up. Huh. It's pretty cool. I guess they just take advantage of what's around them too, just like we do. If they have, just wherever. We are. You did your schoolwork? Okay, go put that up. We are East Central Oklahoma. We're within an hour of the state line, and right on I-40. So I-40, actually, like, my P.O. box is in Gore, but I actually live at Webbers Falls, south of Webbers Falls. I live 2 miles south of I-40 at Webbers Falls. And if I leave my house right now, well, not right now. If I left my house in good weather, I could be in Fort Smith in an hour. So, East Central Oklahoma. It's actually a pretty good place. If anybody's looking for a new place to live, it's pretty quiet. And we have usually good weather. Right now we don't. That's awesome. Most everything we have has been like free stuff. I'm reusing a bunch of lumber because I have to put new lumber on the roof of my big barn. I have like a 40 by 40 section of a chicken house that we're putting up as a barn. I bought some new lumber for the posts and the rafters in the little barn we're building. But hey, I'm all for free stuff. That doesn't bother me a bit. I love reclaimed things. My first 2 raised beds were free. Somebody gave them to us. They washed up. They just can't own one. I didn't know if they could ride in one or not. That's pretty cool. Hey, Shondell, are we having a problem? It's probably you, Bruce. You've been awful quiet. There's no funny remarks. You're not going to laugh at my voice today. The cat. Your cat's a turd, too. My children come in here and punch buttons, so y'all's just lucky y'all don't see all that mess. Remember, I'm getting live chats on my computer. Hang on, let me look at this. Still figuring out StreamYard, like this right here doesn't show me my moderators, but on here it still does show me moderators. So that's awesome. I clicked on it. I wanted to see. Yeah. I just didn't know if it showed it or not. I know I can put people in timeout. I'll block users. I've not had any weird people in here today. Just our usual bunch, I guess. So, what? Okay. So, Carolina Hill Country. What is the temperature where you're at right now? Where you live at? You'll have to excuse. See, they've only had flurries, and they're in central North Carolina. But what is the temperature where you're at? Makes me drowsy, too. I want to just take a nap. I took a nap yesterday, guys, and I'm not a napper. I took one. It was well worth it. There you go, Anne. Look, they are the warmest people in the building right now. 35 degrees. 35 degrees. It is 3 degrees here. I guess it's still negative for Tony. I think as a whole, North Carolina, like the Carolinas are probably really great for homesteading. Oklahoma's pretty good, but Carolinas don't get as hot as we do, I don't think. What's your normal hot temperature? Like here it can get to 100 degrees easy, or over 100, but we don't see it real often. And I do remember when I was younger and riding horses all the time, training horses. Castle Hives, howdy! How are you doing? Oh, Tempest 2 now. That's good to hear, Tony. You'll just have to chop ice a little bit today, huh? I hope you can get your pigs to the butcher, because I know that would be one less thing you have to worry with. And good morning, Kate McPherson. How are you? So, I'm right. Let me see how many I got as of today. Oops, I hit a button. I'm at 349 subscribers, guys. 349. I don't want to do these pushes like this. That kind of aggravates me. But I'm in the middle of, between me and Auntie Ann, we're designing a new logo for our I had some cousins that lived in South Carolina, but they lived on the beach side. Yeah. I looked at Alaska was like 15 degrees, North Pole, Alaska. I looked this morning because I like to tell Wyatt that stuff. And it was like 15 degrees. I'll be better if I get my voice back. 25. Hey, all you northerners, y'all can come get your dang weather because I'm done with it, okay? Our pigs, they have to come out of the shed if they want their feed. I won't feed them in the shed. Which we've just got the two. We've got Bacon and Brother. And Brother, I don't know, he's probably close to 300 pounds. I don't want to butcher him at 400 pounds, though, personally. I just don't have room for that much to put up. I still have a calf to put up. But, okay.
That's why I got chapter 7 wrote.
You did? Okay.
I already got all the 7 up.
Yep. Awesome.
I'll sit right here so I can
Yes, please do. Okay.
chapters.
So, what I want to do is I am probably going to print out, have some stickers done wherever I get a new logo, and I want to do another run of shirts. I know my shirts, I think it's this week, it's last week. I don't remember.
I need to pass
But things happen, and I didn't even get to order one. So, he keeps bringing me. He's writing a story. Yeah, but we live in Oklahoma because we don't get the bad weather. Tornadoes. I will deal with tornadoes. I will deal with all that. I don't like snowstorms or blizzards. I like to be able to leave my house every once in a while. But, so, I just was going to tell everybody that I plan on doing some stickers. If anybody is wanting a sticker, when I get them done, I'll do a video, make an announcement, and I'll just mail you guys stickers. It's just things that I really want to get some stuff going, and just, you know, get all my ducks in a row. I know the new logo is going to be a lot plainer. It's not going to have all that bright color, but that bright color costs a bunch to print. Just, and you know, I tried to get the logo I have onto a shirt, and it was just, they distorted the colors so much. I know you do. This year I'm going to do the same thing I did last year, where I grow a bunch of extra plants and I just give them away But this time I'm going to put my logo sticker on them. So maybe then people can be like, oh, so, maybe we should check out Lazy C Homestead. They're doing something. But yeah, I know when I get a new shirt, I'll give one to Ann. You got to support those who support you. And I see Auntie Ann every once in a while. She's fairly local. See, this is why we're going to butcher our own. But then again, people who don't butcher like their own game a lot, it might be something that's big. Plus, you have 400-pound hogs. So, yeah, that's going to be a bit of a chore. I don't know. I think I want to shoot for, if anybody's going to that meetup in Pryor with Sawyer Ridge and the Crockers, I'm going to probably have some plants to give away there too. I'm going to try to anyway, like tomatoes and peppers. That's generally what I grow, a bunch of extra. Sometimes squash. Num, num, num. Oh, come here. You want to say hi? Say hi. Tell him hi. Down. You're not going to tell him hi? Go tell Bubba. Have Bubba get you one. Last year we butchered probably 15 hogs, wild pigs, but it gave us some bolstered confidence, I guess. I'll have to bring her a dog treat. All right, we'll see you soon. Y'all have a good day. He had to make a small appearance. He has puppy dogs on in the front room. He likes puppy dog pals. So I can actually turn the thing off in here where he's not watching it. But this year we're actually planning on doing a bunch of chickens. So a bunch of meat birds. And I have my sister-in-law and a friend that we're going to go in and buy a whole bunch. Probably like 75 to 100 meat birds. I want to kind of do them in 2 batches though. Do like 50 and 50. So I do. I got a big smoker though, and I probably put half of a hog in it at a time. But I think if I just did the bacon and the hams would be good. I really don't even have to smoke any of it because I like fresh side. I know, baby. Why it's being mean? Oh no. One of Matt's brothers is probably going to help us butcher the calf. He's not, but I think he's about 700 pounds, 650, 700 pounds. But we wouldn't be butchering a calf this year. But
Mama.
We would, we shouldn't be butchering him. But he got his leg broke. Somebody cut the lock off the back gate, and another bull herding. Tallow is the fat on a beef. It's beef fat. You can use it to make. You can cook, like render it like lard. Use it for soaps and things. I've actually seen a recipe here recently for bear tallow to make soap. Hey, Bruce, make sure you comment on everybody's then. If I win, I'll just have them sent to you because I'm not for sure I could keep fancy black chickens alive. Hang on, Bubba. Hang on. Go ask Bubba to get you some juice. I want to learn how to make soap this year too. Hopefully fingers crossed, I'll get a yeah, he can have a sucker. We pacify children here. This is my 1 hour a day. And that they can't give me my 1 hour a day, I guess. But it's all right. It's part of being a stay-at-home parent, I guess. I've commented on all of them too. I might need to invest in that right there. Between me and Matt, our poor children are going to have terrible joints. And I think it would probably be really good for his knees. What?
I'm already doing chapter 8. I'm almost done with it.
Go on. Hey, don't say that. I saw you win something the other day. I'm not sure I could keep fancy black chickens alive. I do really good to keep my little mutt chickens alive, I think. For those of you who didn't know, was it last year or the year before? I hatched out a whole bunch of chicks out of my hens. And I accidentally poisoned them all. Some of them I got to survive, but a lot of them died. I was catching water off the roof of the house and I didn't think about it. And we'd had somebody come out and Bruce just did a happy dance, y'all. And you should have chickens. I think you can have chickens in Broken Arrow. Y'all live outside of city limits anyway. Bruce just did a happy dance, y'all. Anyway, I caught that water. We'd had somebody, our house is still under warranty, and he'd come and had to fix a leak on the roof, and the water rushed, like when the water washed off that, it ended up in my water barrel, and yeah, poisoned my poor little chickens. By the way, anybody who has birds or anything, you need to get you a bottle of vitamin B complex because it has all the B vitamins, and if they have any kind of poisoning, that's going to help their bodies. I have one Ridge Life shirt in a mug. I would love a long sleeve. Hey, we can hook you up, Ann, if you want a coop. We can totally make that work. We can spend a weekend and build you one. You forget, I have a handy husband, and I'm really good at bossing people around. I make a great supervisor. Oh, and I'm also going to build, which I've talked, I guess Bruce and Ann both know about it. Then I'm going to try and build my own beehive this year. And I'm still not sure where I'm going to put that. But I did have a space in this pasture that's directly behind the house. And I think I'm going to fence that in with like goat fence so the goats can't get to it and have a gate. And I think I'm going to put it in that because then it'll be far enough away. I mean, it'll be 75 yards from the house, but it'll be far enough away that I don't have to worry about Haston messing with it. Oh, you got his butt rag? You got one of those butt rags? Oh. We can hook you up with chicken coop, though. Yeah. Yeah. Just, I got more plans than I got time, I think, is what it is. Set it right there, Bubba.
I have to have this because the table contents in it.
Okay. Okay. I have a short sleeve shirt and a mug, and I love the mug, and I'm probably going to use my mug for my pins. Especially, and I'm also building a desk this year. Pretty awesome. So y'all won't see my bed behind me. You'll see a door or a wall. Because it's going to go just right there beside. But it's a dead space in my house. I just want to build a desk there. But yeah. This is me. Like, I have a 9-year-old Buff Orpington hen. And the only reason why I have not killed her to eat her is because she is the best incubator ever. See? You might have to take a vacation, huh? We could get something figured out. Oh yeah. But yeah. But we're at an hour. And for once I'm actually keeping track of it because it's right here, really bright in the corner. And we got more friends than we know what to do with. They're just all spread out, huh? And I so appreciate it. I think when I get closer to 500 subscribers, which I'm not far now, not real far. Actually, we might do a 400 subscriber. Maybe I'm going to send somebody a shirt. Who knows? I'll probably make it. Some no judging my homemade t-shirts, but I will show everybody before it gets there. Hopefully in 51 subscribers, me and Auntie Ann can hammer something out. I really like that last one we did. I really do. Or that she did for me. It was great. Yep. All y'all stay warm and y'all take care. I'll have a video out tomorrow. And yeah, thumbs up, please. It does help me a bunch. Anyway, guys, we will go ahead and call this it. We'll see you all soon. Thank you. Y'all take care. Stay warm. We'll see you later. God bless.